to Kent's Firestone, my good friend Johnny Kent. We thought we were recording, and we talked about a minute about great things going on, and our cameraman, our director, our producer Ben Black said, we're not on.
Welcome, loyal customers.
Yes.
Fans of David Black.
I don't know about all that, but fans of the program
yeah,
for sure.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate them, don't we?
Absolutely.
Every last one of them.
Well, our customers come here because we do good things, don't we, Mr. Kent?
We do, and you know, from time to time, we have a sale.
Yes.
And they're going to be watching this. It's September,
yes,
it's
sir.
after Labor Day.
Yes, sir.
But you know, a lot of people plan to take some trips after Labor Day because they'll beat that rush that went on before Labor Day, right?
That's right.
So what do we have for them? A tire sale.
Got a tire
sale.
What kind of tire sale do we have? You got to get rolling today. I know that.
You got to
get rolling today at this tire sale.
We've got the buy 3, get 1 free back.
That was a great promotion.
It was a great promotion.
Yes,
Took care of a lot of people, but I suspected there were some people out there that still hadn't been taken care of.
Right.
And you know, I can't run it every month, so I have to wait a certain period of time before I can repeat it to be legal. Yeah, legal. Some people don't pay attention to legal, but here at Kent's Firestone, we pay attention to legal.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
So we're back for the month of September. We're calling it the Labor Day Tire Event. And someone called in this morning and said, how long that going to be on? I said, till after Labor Day. Well, that's true. It'll be the whole month of September, but it'll be after Labor Day.
It's after Labor Day.
So we want to emphasize that these are fit most cars and light trucks, but they don't have all. But we have lots of things in stock, and if you don't want this tire, we've got other tires that'll take you all the way up to whatever you feel like's right for your driving. But we're ready to kick off September, get the fall season underway. Football's going to start.
Yes.
You know, Newport might win a game.
They might. They might not. But they might.
That's right. But they might, and so might Batesville.
That's right.
Both of us are hoping for the best, since we don't have to compete with each other in conference anymore.
That's right.
But you know, hey, listen. You may want to go up and see one of those Razorback games. Go over to ASU and see the Red Wolves play. And you're going to need your car ready to go, aren't you?
Better be ready to go. It needs to be road ready. You don't want anything to bite you right in the rear end when you're driving down the road and all of a sudden a tire goes down.
So where are you going to come to get that taken care of?
Always at Kent's Firestone.
That's right.
Because you take it from the top to the bottom, from the inside to the out, from the back to the front. It is taken care of when you bring your car in here. It's what you guys have been doing for a long, long time.
That's right. That's right. And when it's done right, you don't have to come back.
Service. And you're talking about taking those trips, service your car. Get your car serviced.
Yeah.
Get it serviced
Oil
here.
change, check the brakes, you know, look it over, make sure it's in alignment. Let us look at those tires. We'll give you an honest, fair evaluation. You know, people come in and say, tell me if I need a set of tires, and they'll say, that's the wrong question. You're going to tell me that. No, I'm not. I'm going to put you up on the rack. We're going to take the tread depth gauge, and we're going to gauge the tread depth. We're going to look at the sidewalls, make sure they're not cracking. We're particularly going to look now to see how old they are.
Right.
Because radials last so much longer than other products.
Right.
That used to last, that you can have a lot of tread, but you're over the life and you may have a problem coming up. You know, you have sidewall cracking, tread cracking, that kind of thing. So, you know, we've always understood about dry rot, but dry rot anymore is not really a situation. It's more chemical exposure that causes that than anything else. So we want to make sure you're safe for that fall and winter driving. Hey, listen. It won't be long till the snow will be flying. I've been counting those fog days. We've got 9 so far.
9 already?
And one that was so heavy you had to have your fog lights on. So you know what that means?
Heavy snow.
At least one blizzard that's going to stay on the ground. Heavy snow. Remember last year I told you that was going to happen?
You hit it every year.
What happened, David?
You hit it. You hit it right on the, I mean, you slammed the nail right on the head.
You were going to come and film a commercial and couldn't even get out of Newport.
Couldn't get out.
That's right.
Couldn't get out of Jackson County.
But now if you'd had your winter force tires on, you could have come on up and we could have been out here making snowmen and rolling in the snow. Yeah. Even though the lights went out.
That's right. It didn't matter.
You're on battery. You're on battery.
Battery powered.
But folks, we want you to know that if you take advantage of this and you don't have enough funds to pay for it all today, we've got the credit plans. You can drive away with time to pay at Kent's. That's right.
Love it.
So
I love it.
We're ready to take care of your needs. We appreciate your business, and especially those who come in and say, when are you going to do another commercial? And I'll say, come and be in it. Oh, no,
no, don't want to be in it. Don't. So, we do thank all of our fine customers out there. Number one, not just the ones that watch our program, but the ones that are our true customers that come in and do business with us, because we're taking care of those folks.
That's right.
No doubt about it.
You bet.
Mr. John
David,
Kent.
Thank you. Say hello to Bud for me.
I will. He's doing real well. He's doing well, and he thinks he wants to take over my spot, but I enjoy doing this. I may not let him do this anymore.
Tell Bud that you're doing so well that I'm going to pay you.
He'll love that, I'll guarantee you. Come see us at Kent's Firestone in Batesville.
1316 East Main, right where we've been for 52 years.
A little change of pace at White River Area Agency on Aging as we get to visit with Lori Gentry. And Lori can tell us all about what we've got going on for the month of September and why we're here, and we've got something near and dear to your heart that you'd like to talk about. Welcome to the program.
Well, thank you. And in the month of September, we have a trail ride set up, and the trail ride is called the Ray Gentry Memorial Trail Ride. And Ray was my late husband, and this trail ride was very near and dear to him. He worked lots of hours as a volunteer on doing that for the agency, even with the first year already being diagnosed with cancer. And he was not ever physically able to make the rides, but our family is very touched that this is going to be the Ray Gentry Memorial Ride. And the funds that we raise through this ride go to benefit the disabled and the elderly. And we use those funds for a multitude of things. It can be for some light home repair, to pay an electric bill, purchase medications that they're not able to get, pay an electric bill, just a multitude of different things. We never know what the request is going to be, but if we don't find any outside funds to assist them, then we have those funds available where we can step in and take care of that.
This is one of a couple of fundraisers that White River Area Agency has during the course of the year, and a big fundraiser, and then along with the trail ride, I mean, there's more to kind of explain a little bit about the trail ride. What do we do? When is it? What does it take to participate? How can businesses get involved? It's a lot more than just a fun day. It's a very important day, but it happens to be a very important day that is a fun day.
That is right. It starts September the 19th.
Okay.
And we will have an open arena. It will be at Rafter D Ranch in Mount Pleasant, Arkansas. There are camping spots available for that weekend. And the number to contact them at Rafter D is 870-291-1818. And Mike at Rafter D will get you a camping slot set up for the weekend. September the 19th, starting at 6 o'clock, we're going to have some fun in the arena. It's not going to be barrels and poles and things like that. It's going to be fun events that the whole family can participate in. We'll be feeding everyone hot dogs and drinks that night. There is no fee to come and enter that. This is all on donation. The only fee you will pay is to the Rafter D for the rental. And then Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. Saturday morning, will be the official trail ride. It will start at 10 a.m. After that, we will have lunch, barbecue lunch provided. And when the lunch is over, we will have an auction of items donated from local merchants. And that's where the local merchants can come in. We will make sure that you are recognized for what you donate. We will take any kind of items donated for the auction, and none of the money that's raised actually goes for the cost of promoting this event. It all goes directly into that fund. We also, on Friday night, will have just a little bit of a memorial service to recognize several people in our trail riding community that we lost this past year.
Okay.
And there will be memorial bandanas that can be purchased for $12. Okay. And it just says Memorial Trail Ride 2014.
Well, it's a big time in a couple of things. Number one, they say it's a beautiful trail. It's a beautiful trail.
It is absolutely beautiful. The camp facilities are very nice. There are showers, bathroom facilities. There's a full kitchen facility. There's a nice arena there. And the trails are just absolutely beautiful. It is a park-like environment. If you love to ride horses, just come and enjoy the ride. If you don't want to participate in the auction, you know, just a donation for the ride, anything we'll be grateful for.
Well, and any business or any individual for that matter could participate in. You say, well, I don't really have anything that I could donate for an auction. Cash is good. I mean, cash is good because we do take that money, and as you say, we put that back in White River Area Agency and use it for those things that we talked about earlier. So it's a great couple of days, no doubt about it.
That's right. And we are a private nonprofit agency, and all donations are tax deductible. So, you know, if you are a business or even a private individual and if you're kind of like me, I always kind of look at things toward the end of the year. What do I need to do to not have to pay a lot of taxes?
Sure.
So I always justify where I can make my donations, and we would love to be able to take your donations and use it to help those that are less fortunate.
If we want to participate either through donation or, you know, actually on the trail ride, how do we do that? Who do we let people know, or do we just show up that day? How does that work?
Well, you can show up that day.
Okay.
That is fine. You can call ahead to 870-994-3090. That is the Sharp County office. The toll-free number for that office is 877-855-2206. And if we can help you in getting directions to the Rafter D Ranch in Mount Pleasant, we'll do that. Help you get a slot set up. If you want to donate something and you need somebody to come and pick it up, we can make any kind of arrangements that we need to accommodate those folks.
Sounds like it's going to be a fun day.
It's going to be great.
Lori, I appreciate you taking time to visit with us, and no doubt the White River Area Agency on Aging Ray Gentry Memorial Trail Ride, September 19th and 20th. It's going to be a fun couple of days.
It's going to be wonderful. We're really looking forward to it.
Thanks so much for visiting with us.
All right, thank you.
Let's continue on with more of the Business Spotlight. When we have watermelon eating contest at Lindley Health and Rehab, we do it right. Sherry, tell us what in the world we are doing eating watermelon. It is a hot, hot afternoon. It's a great day for a watermelon eating contest.
It's perfect. It is a perfect day for a watermelon eating contest at Lindley Health and Rehab Center. And if you have never been to a watermelon eating contest, you should come down. We do it right. We're very competitive. We have lots of fun, and it gets really messy, but it is so much fun.
Tell us quickly, I mean, you don't have to name everybody, but how do you get people to volunteer for a watermelon eating contest?
They just want to. We have so much fun here that they want to come out and volunteer, you know, to be in the competition. Like I said, it's a lot of fun, lots of fun.
Now, Billy's with us, and tell us a little bit about her being some type of reigning something or another. I mean, what is she?
She is the 4-year reigning queen, but she's going down this year.
Billy, tell us what it takes to be the reigning queen.
They tell me I'm going down. They've told me for 4 years I'm going down. I'm not sure that's going to happen. It might. We'll see. But you got to eat about 12 to 15 pieces of watermelon in 2 minutes. And I've beat them every year doing that. So we'll see.
We're having fun at Lindley, and more action is coming right up. I guess we're about due for a watermelon eating contest.
We're just about to get ready to start. So here we go.
All right. We want to introduce to you the contestants. And when we call your name, we want you just to wave at the camera and let us know who you are. We have the administrator of Lindley. We have Jenna Austin. And our DON, we have Billy Browning. And we have our marketing director, Sherry Hanley. All right. And one of our RNs, we have Janet Tyner. And we have Mr. Clint Moore. We also have Hunter Allen with us today. And we also have Mr. Rob Butler from the radio station, 96.7 River Country. Are you ready? Do we have an official timekeeper? All right, let's give them one more hand clap before they start. Come on. Let's hear it loud. On your mark, get set, go. Seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Let's give it up for the watermelon eaters one more time. Give it up for Sherry Hanley. Get set. Go.
We are going to challenge St. Michael's Place and Harris Hospital to take the Ice Bucket Challenge. And here we go. All right, count it down, you guys. What are we going on? All right, take 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Let's hit it, come on. Make some noise, come on. Everybody make some noise.
Meet Jared Corley at the University of Arkansas Community College in Batesville. Always a pleasure to get to come to UACCB and visit with new folks. And we have a young man here that I promise you has got it going on. He's got it going on. Tell us a little bit about Jared Corley and what you do and what all you cover at UACCB.
Well, I am the advisor, one of the advisors in the TRIO office here at UACCB, and I'm also our coordinator of student activities, and I serve as the advisor for the Student Government Association.
Sounds to me like you've got a lot of hats that you wear here at the college, and of course when we talk about activities, that's the fun part for the college students. Talk a little bit about activities in general and then activities specifically that you have going on.
Right, well, you know, student activities is one of those things. At UACCB, we try to give every individual student an opportunity to connect their education and experience so that they can then go on towards employment. And the more a student is engaged on campus, the more likely they are to persist. Now, this coming month, actually, we have several exciting things going on. On the 15th, there is a community picnic, and that is open to anyone in the community. It's put on by our chancellor's office, and it's an opportunity for people to come, have fun, get to know each other, and become more familiar with our campus. We've also have a reception for our former chancellor, Dr. Jack Lassiter. Okay. And he was a pillar of our community. He served here for several years, and it's an opportunity for us to then be able to show him how much we appreciate all the work that he's done. And finally, there's a speaker series that is presented by UACCB and Citizens Bank. Okay. And we're having James Bradley, the author of Flags for Our Fathers, on September 24th. Now, the speaker series is really exciting. We're being able to partner with some other groups in the community in order to bring people who are relevant to what it is that our community needs to know more about, and also what it is that we care about at UACCB.
Students coming to this college, and what do you have to sell them as far as the general activities throughout the course of the year, and get those folks excited about participating?
Right, well, basically we start with where the students are. Students come to us, especially in the Student Government Association. Every student is a member. And they have a voice, and they can say, hey, this is what we want to do. The more students that are involved and the more that participate, the more things we can do. We do things from movie nights to intramurals and a wide variety of others. One thing that we're going to start doing this year are more social activities. Okay. So maybe an on-campus bonfire. Really, it's what students want to do. So if they say this is what we want, we're here to help support them and help them be able to achieve that.
Part of going to college is the experience of the activities, and you know, lots of things where people get involved other than in the classroom. Right. Makes the college experience a lot better experience for all of those.
It does, and we have groups like Circle K International, which students can do community service projects, get involved with what's already going on, and then they can make connections that will help them in their future.
Jared, tell us a little bit about you personally. Where are you from? How you got here? Tell us all about it.
I am from Velvet Ridge, Arkansas, and that's just up the road in case you didn't know. My dad is the chaplain at White County Hospital, and my mother, she is a nurse here at White River. So, you know, I'm really from here. I'm ingrained in the community. I've got several cousins who are actually students here at UACCB.
Jared, it's a pleasure to get to visit with you. I know that you've got a lot of things going on, my friend, and it's always a pleasure to get to meet new folks at UACCB,
yes, sir.
Especially ones that are on the ball like you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's great to be here.
Let's continue on with more of the Business Spotlight. We are in Batesville at the Dairy Queen, and it's the Grill and Chill.
That's right.
You grill the burgers and you chill off with the blizzards. That's what we do at Dairy Queen. Tell us what's going on, Sharon Strecker.
Well,
we've got stuff going on at Dairy Queen.
We always have stuff going on. You know, football season starts, and you know, after the game, come in here and get a blizzard or, you know, a chicken strip biscuit. But, you know, this month our blizzard of the month is the apple pie. We've never had an apple pie blizzard, and I'm excited.
Divine. Sounds divine.
So we're going to have a little contest to see, do we sell more apple pie or do we sell more pumpkin pie?
Okay. So we're going to do that through the month of September, just have a little contest?
Yeah.
Good deal. Good deal. Personal preference, which do you like better?
I would probably like the apple pie.
The apple pie, I love pumpkin pie, and I really love apple pie. Apple pie sounds more delicious and delectable to me.
Well, apple pie, you know, you think about the warm apple pie with the ice cream on top of it. Now you got it all blended together, so I can't wait to try it.
it sounds to me like it's going to be a super duper blizzard of the month.
I think it is. I'm excited about it.
Not only that's part of the chill that we have, but when we talk about grill and we talk about burgers and sandwiches and hot dogs, and we have chicken at the Dairy Queen. What's that little old thing that y'all usually sell? That what's the staple here? The
$5 lunch?
Oh no, I was talking about the chicken basket.
Chicken strip basket with the gravy and the toast.
I knew I could be reminded about that.
You know, after you get through eating your chicken, you take your fries and you dip your fries in that gravy.
Outstanding.
I've got a little 6-year-old grandson that just moved back, and he loves Grandma's chicken strips.
Is that right?
Oh, yes, he has to have them every day.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Fantastic. Man, hey, that says a lot, not only about what y'all do here, but I mean, those chicken strips for years and years and years. A chicken strip basket is a staple. I mean, that's a staple for the Dairy Queen, and man, it is delicious. But you do have $5 lunch.
We do have a $5 lunch, 11 to 4 every day, and it's just really good. You get a sandwich, fries, drink, and a sundae, all for $5. You know, you get the cheeseburger, you can get a bacon cheeseburger, chicken strips, or chili cheese dog.
You know, traditionally when you talk about lunch, and you look back many, many years ago when you could get lunch for, you know, $3.75, and then it was $5, and then it was $6.75, and it was $9.50, and then it was $13.75 and $15.90, and you know, I mean, it just got to where people couldn't afford lunch, but you can afford a $5 lunch.
You sure can. And listen, I want to thank everybody that came out last month and contributed to the Children's Miracle Network. I don't know if you've heard or not, but I have submitted like $4,785, something like that. And you know, it's a great cause, and I just want to thank everybody that contributed.
Unbelievable. And I know you said you had a young lady that was in a contest, and
she was in a contest, and she wound up selling $2,375 worth of Miracle balloons.
That is unbelievable.
Haven't heard yet if she won a contest, because Dairy Queen had a contest going, so I've got my fingers crossed for her.
That is hard work for a great cause.
She's a winner in our heart. You know,
absolutely.
She worked really hard.
We've got great stuff at Dairy Queen. If you're hungry and you want something to eat, we invite you by. If you just want a little snack, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. You need just say a dip cone, or you know, maybe a dilly bar or something like that. We have that stuff. And if you have a special occasion and you want, they talk about birthday cakes. I mean, no, we have something different for that, don't we?
Oh, yes. You know.
Talk about our little treats.
Our little treats?
Our big treats.
Our big treats.
Our big treats.
Well, listen, a lot of people don't know, if you've got a photo at home,
right,
and you want us to scan that picture, put it on a birthday cake, make it extra special, we can do that.
Special occasions, if you got something, whether it's one of your children that have done something or done something well in school and got some good grades and got recognized for that, or it's whether it's a hunting picture or a sports picture or some other type.
Bring it on in, and we'll take care of it. Yeah.
Scan it and you put it on there, and I assume that's edible.
Edible paper, edible ink.
That is good. She's Sharon Strecker. They make beautiful cakes, and y'all make beautiful cakes too. The decorating part of it, and they're absolutely delicious. You could get full at the Dairy Queen. If you want to come by and visit with us, we will appreciate it. She's Sharon Strecker. Thanks for joining us again, girl.
Thank you.
At Customized Vision Care, each and every month we get to visit with the great Dr. Gavin McDowell, and he does his funny comedy routine, and we're excited to have. You're not Dr. McDowell.
No, I'm not near as funny either.
No, but I tell you what, you're a lot prettier than he is.
Thank you.
Mindy Langley.
That doesn't take much, does it?
Well, you know, not to beat that guy, really. You're a lot prettier than he is.
Thank you.
But the good doc thought that you and I might get on in specialty when we talk about sunglasses and protection and so on and so forth. And Mindy, you've got a lot of information to talk about what we have on the table right here. We've got sunglasses, and we've got more sunglasses. We've got choices. Tell us all about it.
We've got several different lines. Out here I've got Nikes and Ray-Bans, and we have Coach sunglasses, all different kinds. The Nike sunglasses, I know golf season's about over with now, but these are called Nike Max Optics, and their lenses are actually made for outdoor sports.
Okay.
For golf.
Good.
And they are wonderful. My next door neighbor has a pair, and he says that he has never seen so well on the golf course. So to improve your golf game, Nike Max Optics. And I've also got Ray-Bans and then some women's sports glasses. These are called Max Speed Tint. They're interchangeable. I've also got kids sunglasses. You know, everybody needs protection, even
Absolutely.
the kiddos.
Absolutely.
So my kids actually have these, so they're really good. And I just got these in, they're real cute. We've also got kids ophthalmic glasses, regular glasses for school. Nike, we've got all different kinds. We also have a special going right now. If you buy one pair of glasses, you get your second half off. And even contact lens wearers. If you wear contacts, if you get a year's supply of contacts, you get half off the second pair.
Okay. Okay.
So we've got all kinds of good specials going on right now to help everybody get their stuff for back to school.
Well, when you get to school and you think maybe, well, sunglasses is not something that I really need, but any time that you're trying to protect your eyes, and it has been blistering the last several weeks, and it doesn't matter if you're 10 years old or 15 years old or 55 years old, 75 years old, you need protection.
It is so important.
It is so. Talk about the selection again. I mean, we've got a great selection of sunglasses to pick from.
Oh yeah, we've got all kinds. We've got Kate Spade. I put a couple of the labels out in front, but I mean, there's numerous different kinds. Just about Harley Davidson. We've got everything. Anything you ask for, I can find it or I have it.
I find it interesting for me is that I don't wear contacts all the time, but when I'm outside, I like to have contacts in where I can wear my sunglasses, and or you can get regular glasses and get those RX, as you say, to make those.
And one thing about our sunglasses is every pair that we have in stock, you can put prescription lenses in it, and a lot of people don't realize that you can do that. They are wonderful. I mean, I have, at least 5 pair in my car at all times.
I was asking
depending on what I'm wearing.
Asking Linda Black the other day about that, and you and I were talking about it. I got my new glasses, and they said, well, you get some sunglasses. And I said, well, Mom, how does that work? I mean, she said, well, it's kind of difficult. So what you do is you wear these till you want to wear the other ones, and then you grab the other ones and you put those on.
That's right.
Oh, you kind of carry them both with you. She said, yeah, that's what you do.
Man, I've got a Nike pair that's red and white. I'm a Tuckerman Bulldog.
Right.
We have a red and white Nike pair that I wear for baseball and softball games. And then I have, my Kate Spades when I'm trying to dress up. And then, I have one for every occasion. You have to.
Absolutely. Right? You got to be cool. You got to be on top of the game.
You got shoes for every occasion. You have to have sunglasses for every occasion.
Tell me about if you're interested in a pair of sunglasses. I mean, it's not like you have to call for an appointment and make an appointment, or do you? Or how do we, if we just want to buy a pair of regular sunglasses?
Oh, yeah. Just walk
in the door.
Yeah. I have them all here. If there's something in particular that you're looking for, I can get it.
Okay, good deal.
Yeah.
You come in and they say, well, I like those, but do they make a different color? And you say, it's a different color than this.
Well, especially the Ray-Bans. They come in like 7 different colors, sometimes 12. I mean, it's unreal what you can get. You can just name a frame and say, I want red and blue and purple, and usually you can find it.
Yeah.
So
Ray-Ban, what a name for many, many years. I mean, even a kid, and I was a kid many years ago, Ray-Ban had great sunglasses and continued to provide. I mean, it's just a name brand when you talk about sunglasses. Ray-Ban, and y'all handle it.
Well, and what people don't understand is it is so affordable. The Ray-Bans, and I mean, when I go to the mall, all I see is really expensive Ray-Bans, but we don't sell them that expensive. These kids' glasses, if you have VSP or IMED or any of the vision insurances, these are well within the budget. You have a frame allowance, and it's usually $120 and up. These are $120. So they fit in the framelets, and the Ray-Bans.
Absolutely.
And they have a 2-year warranty. All of our frames have a 2-year warranty.
Good deal.
So if you're at school, you get hit with a ball in the face or something, you break your frame, we can fix it free. So, hey, it happens.
Hey, I guarantee
I had like 2 last week.
Yeah, is that right?
First week of school, yeah. Yeah.
Accidents do happen, don't they?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So we have sunglasses, we have professional eye care. Tell us a little bit, Mindy. Tell us a little bit. I mean, you're a Tuckerman girl, and tell us about how long you've been working here and what all you do here.
I've been here 5 years. I've done pretty much everything in this office.
Yeah.
So I love it. I love it. Dr. McDowell's wonderful to work for.
He's a great guy, isn't he?
He really is.
Yeah.
He really is. I enjoy working here. I love what I do. I have fun dressing people up and making sure they can see and everything that they need on their lenses. And a lot of people don't understand that it's not just your prescription that goes into your glasses. It's everything that comes along with it. Anti-glare for driving at night. You meet a car on the road, the headlights blare out and blind you. I can fix that.
Absolutely.
And that's my biggest problem. That's what I have to have on my glasses.
Right.
But transitions, when you walk outside where your lenses tint,
sure.
Stuff like, guys love that.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's...
Well, we like to be able to see, but we like to be able to look cool.
Well, if you're really
too.
active and you're in and out a lot, it's perfect for
Yes,
you.
it is.
And now they make them polarized, which it cuts glare even when you're inside and out.
I think when it comes to professional eye care, and we talk about this a lot on this program, is customized vision care is the place to be, whether it be sunglasses, whether it be contacts, whether it be regular glasses. If with eye health examinations, just to take care of your eyes, this is the place to be.
We do it all.
Y'all do.
We
Mindy, good to see you,
Good
girl.
to see you
You've
too.
been wonderful,
Thank
wonderful.
you.
And I knew you would. At least we didn't have the normal 10 to 15 minute comedy session that Dr. McDowell has, but we'll try to get back to that next time.
I'll get better next time, guys.
You did great, girl.
Thank
Mindy
you.
Langley at Customized Vision Care. We're in the Village Mall in Newport. Come see us if you need some of our services. We're at Harris Hospital, McLean Street in Newport, in a new recognition program that we have going on here, and visiting with Rebecca, and she was so excited that I could introduce Ashton Anderson, who is actually the first person that we're going to recognize as the Harris Healthcare Hero Program. Every several weeks, we're going to recognize somebody that has done something exceptional or somebody that loves their job, and we want them to talk about what's good about going on at Harris Hospital in Ashton. Let's get right to it. Let's talk a little bit about what you do. First of all, congratulations on this recognition.
Thank you.
Harris Hospital Hero. What do you do at Harris Hospital?
I cover ER. I also am the trauma coordinator and Arkansas Saves facilitator. Basically, I audit charts, make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to be doing.
Okay.
If there's an issue, I write it up, give it to the doctor. He says, this is what we need to do. And we try to fix any issues that we have.
Talk a little bit, when you say trauma coordinator, that to me sounds like that's a very, very important position. What all does that entail?
Basically, the state has come up with rules and regulations that we have to follow. So we are a designated trauma center. We're a level 4. So basically that just means that everything that comes in that's trauma related, we have a calling center. Call them and we say, hey, we've got this. We don't have ortho coverage. We don't have neuro coverage. We need to get them out. And so we get them out in a timely manner, as opposed to before, it might be 4 hours. So now it's less than 2. So.
Absolutely. Yeah, I know, even though there's a big billboard coming in from Jonesboro that has the number of minutes that it takes to, and it changes depending on what how long it takes to be able to see a doctor in the emergency room. And obviously with trauma, you're dealing with something that's completely different than a bad headache. But talk a little bit about you and your education, high school and college.
I graduated from Tuckerman High School in 2005. And I actually went to real estate school after that and decided that wasn't for me.
Really? Really?
And I went to nursing school. I graduated LPN in 2009 or 10? 2010. And then I went to RN right after that, and I graduated in 2012. So, and I've been here since I graduated LPN school.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 years or so. Yeah. Tell me a little bit about working at Harris Hospital. I mean, what's important to you? What makes you feel good about what you do here at Harris Hospital?
I grew up with a lot of these people. My mom worked here when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And she was actually an X-ray, and then she went to nursing school. So I actually got to see a lot of people that I knew as a child retire. And, we're a family, and I just love it here. I grew up here. I just love it here.
Well, I know it's important that you believe that caring for your patients, and it's a very challenging job. Healthcare in general is a challenging job, but you've accepted the challenge, and obviously here at Harris Hospital they have recognized you as being a healthcare hero, and it's a nice recognition to get, no doubt.
Yeah. When there's a ton of people that deserve it, I'm glad they picked me, and that's awesome.
Absolutely. I appreciate you so much, you taking time to join us and tell us about, number one, the program in itself, or we learn about the program, and congratulations to you, Ashton, for being named the original Healthcare Hero recognition #1. You got this recognition because you do a fantastic job for Harris Hospital, and congratulations.
Thank you.
Let's continue on with more of the Business Spotlight. Dr. Virgincita Fuentes at Harris Hospital, and her second time on the air. We visited when she first got here, and business has been brisk, as they say. And welcome, girl, to the program again.
Thank you.
Let's talk a little bit about sickness and back to school and what all you do and what we're looking for, so on and so forth. It's that time of year where people need to be healthy. Your children need to be healthy so we can be in school every day.
Definitely. I'm not a stranger to it. I got 2 kids of my own, and I am continually watching them and how they're feeling every single day. Usually, the first week of school, a lot of people are very anxious. Not only the kids, but the parents. And then suddenly they will come home with cough and cold. And of course, a lot of mommies out there are very worried about what's going on with their kids.
Right.
It's very common nowadays that people, especially our kids, since they're around more kids a lot of viral illnesses have been running around.
Okay.
Usually it's just upper respiratory viral illness, could manifest as a cold. Sometimes you'll have some runny nose. Some kids have been complaining about ear pain. Right. Other than that, there's also some issues about foodborne illnesses. I've seen a lot of kids lately having diarrhea, vomiting, and then there's also some issues with asthma. Okay. Now that they are with their friends back in school, you can't just stop them from playing in the playground.
Right.
So definitely I've been seeing a lot of our kids nowadays having episodes of increased wheezing, coughing more at night, not being able to sleep. Other than that, we've also seen a couple of kids who has pink eye.
Pink eye?
Pink eye,
really?
Yeah. But, you know, the causes of pink eye is multitude causes.
Sure.
You got the viral ones, bacterial ones, and even sometimes just the allergies. I guess we are all familiar about how Newport is.
Right.
We are just so rich in growing a lot of things around us. Even our school is in the middle of a field.
Right.
And, you know, once the harvesting starts, everything floats around in the air.
Yes, it's horrible in the fall. It absolutely is.
Yeah, so a lot of the kids' symptoms kind of goes with that too, you know. A lot of our parents are very worried about kids running fever. Right. We have to define for all parents out there that fever is actually 100.4. That is what we document as a fever. Okay. If fever persists within 24 hours and not being treated with the Tylenol, even if you're giving your kids that one, then it's important for us to have them check. Make sure that it's nothing bacterial. Don't get disappointed if you go to a doctor's visit and we don't give you an antibiotic just right away.
Right, okay.
It might be because we are thinking that it's not a bacterial infection.
Right, absolutely.
Once again, antibiotics don't treat viruses. So if there is no indication for antibiotics, then we're not going to start it. It's not because we don't want your kids to be better, but it's just because we're watching for resistance for the antibiotics that we're using right now. There's only a couple of things that we can really tell our kids on what they can do to kind of help themselves prevent from getting sick. Okay. We don't really have much to say for the other kids, but we can educate our own. Remind one's kids to always wash their hands. Constantly wash your hands. Went inside the restroom, once you go out, wash your hands. Before you eat, wash your hands.
Absolutely.
After playing outside, wash your hands.
Sure.
The other thing is what we call respiratory etiquette. When you cough, when you sneeze.
Okay. Sure.
You know, it's a very, very easy maneuver to just put it on that sleeve and don't cough on other people.
Right.
Usually with those simple steps, it's a lot easy to kind of keep infection at bay and not spread throughout the school.
It's that time of year. I mean, at school, and you know, the old saying always goes that our children usually don't feel quite as well when school gets to going anyway.
That's true too. That's true too. So I'm not sure which ones are attributed to real illness, and which one is the It's just the drama of not wanting to go to school.
Right, absolutely. Now, the sick call schedule, we mentioned that earlier. Tell us a little bit about the sick call schedule.
We're still open 8 o'clock to 8:45 for just walk-ins.
Okay, good deal.
So we see both adults and kids.
Okay.
So, you know, when you're about to get up and you see your kid is running a fever, not feeling well, has been vomiting all night, not keeping down, then we would be happy to see you urgently during that time. And also, if you yourself, you're not feeling optimal to go to work, we'll definitely see you too. And by the way, I also have to emphasize about, you know, the school. Probably parents have received the letters about the vaccination for schools.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And we do give the vaccines here in clinic.
Okay.
We check on each kid's vaccination status every time they come in and make sure that they're fully immunized.
Right.
Because that's also one way that we are going to prevent these illnesses from spreading around.
Absolutely.
So, you know, October is coming up. That's our, you know, flu season.
It's coming. It's here.
You know, so basically I have to remind everyone to get their flu vaccine. As long as you don't have any contraindications to receive the vaccine, have yourself vaccinated. You know, and those are the important things that we have to watch out for. You know, we got our physicians here, always ready to give your kids a full checkup, even just for wellness, just to make sure everything is good. So we can always do that for you here in our clinic.
Well, there's no doubt that great information, good information to have for us parents and you know, those parents of school-age children who, if you could prevent a lot of illness by doing some of those things.
Yes,
but if you need us, we're here for you.
Yes, yes. You know, our nurses answer our phone lines 8 to 5. If we're not able to get to you, by the end of the day, definitely you're going to be receiving a call from us for any questions that you might have. You know, a lot of parents have been asking us, oh, do we need to bring them in? If in doubt, always do.
Always bring them in.
Yeah, if you're not sure about what to do, that's why we're here.
Hey, I appreciate you taking time to visit with us once again. It's
sure.
Good information this time of year to try to prevent illnesses, or once you get down and you feel like you need to see the doctor, come see Dr. Fuentes.
Definitely.
Thank you.
Bye.
Great pleasure to be at St. Michael's Place, Pecan Street in Newport, and visiting with folks that are instrumental in good things that not only go on here, but go on throughout the community. And folks, if you don't know, let me introduce to you Miss Velma Bobo, a lady who has her husband who is at the St. Michael's facility. And first of all, before we talk about St. Michael's, let's talk a little bit about Miss Bobo, and tell us a little bit about you, where you were born, and kind of what happened the first few years of your life.
Okay, I was born in Oliphant, Arkansas, and we moved from Oliphant when I was about 5 years old. I grew up in that little country, and I went to high school some here in Newport. I didn't complete it, but I went to high school some here in Newport. I got married at an early age. You know, you just think nothing else is going on. You just got to get married.
You got to get married. That's the thing to do, isn't it? That's the thing to do.
I was married 2 years before I had any children, and so I'm the parent we are the parents of 10 children.
10 children.
And
everybody knows some of the Bobos. I mean, everybody in when you say Bobo, that name is just synonymous to Tuckerman and Newport and Jackson County. I mean, there are a few Bobos around that we all know.
Oh yes,
good family, good folks.
But anyhow, we lived a pretty good life.
Right, good deal.
And we raised the children, and all finished high school except one child.
Okay.
About 6 finished college.
Wow.
I had 6 children that went into military. And they're scattered.
I bet they are. Yeah, they usually do.
Yes, they just different places. So we just, just common people and just love people.
Yes, ma'am.
I love everybody. I don't know anybody that I don't love. And it keeps me busy.
I bet it does.
In the community and in school and whatever.
Well, what all do you do? Now, we were talking, and I know that you do a lot of volunteer work, and you're talking about in the community and at the school. To kind of give me an example of what you might do when you do your volunteer work.
Okay, what I do for volunteering, I help the children in the school.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
And last year, well, I had been working with the second grade and third grade children. But last year, the lady over these 3 and 4-year-old, she saw something in me. She wanted me down with those babies.
Okay.
So I worked there with those babies and enjoyed every moment. It gave me something to do, to get up and be with those babies. And they love me, and I love them.
I bet. Well, if you've raised 10 of your own, and then when they grow up and move on and do some of the great things that they have done, then it gives you something, a peace of mind to go in and watch children and help children and see how they respond to your kindness and your love. And you're doing a lot of good volunteer work, it sounds like.
Yeah, and I do some volunteer work at the assisted living in Tuckerman.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know if you would call this volunteer visiting people in the community, and if they need any aid or any something, I help out there.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know what all I.
You do a lot, I know. You do a lot.
And I love to come here, and if I see some need that somebody need, even assisting somebody going down the hall and they are tired.
Yes, ma'am.
Assist them in taking them to the room, or help putting the bib over those just before dinner. Assist those that are having problem eating or something. I love to do that. I just love to see everybody happy.
And you come to visit Mr. Bobo, who is at the facility here at St. Michael's and has been for several years, and spend some time with him. And then while you're here and visiting, and you do just that, whether you call it volunteer work, I like to call it service. You give a service to those people that you're giving back to the community, to a community that you love dearly. I mean, you get so much satisfaction. And I know that the folks at St. Michael's Place love having you come and do your volunteer work here and your service work then, because they brag about you all the time. And we've been trying to get you on for an interview, and we finally got it all done. And I know it's important to you.
It is very, very important. And if I can help any way at all, I would be happy to do that. Really, they're doing a great job with my husband. They're doing, he's at a stage where, you probably can't understand what he says, but I let him know that I'm here.
Absolutely.
We have been married 65 years.
Wow.
And so.
Wow. 65 years.
That's right.
You did get married real young, didn't you? 65. Well, congratulations on that length of time. And again, on behalf of St. Michael's Place, I know they appreciate you so much for the service that you give to these folks out here, because you're not only giving to St. Michael's, you're giving to the residents, and that means so much to these residents and their families to know that they're going to be taken care of when they come to this facility. And then there's going to be so many volunteers like you who come and give the little extra kindness. And Ms. Bubba, we want to thank you so much for taking time to visit with us. Anything else you need to tell us today? Anything that you need to say? Do you need to say anything about me and my brothers, or are you good to say?
Well, it's I don't know if his name was David. He was heavy set.
I'm David, and Bud's the oldest. He's the oldest, and he was the radio guy for a long time. He was radio guy and TV guy for a long time.
Okay, well, he's the radio guy.
He's the radio guy, that's right.
And that's
we talked about our family before we got on the air here.
Okay.
And, of course, the story of my life is that, are you Bud? No, I'm not. Well, then who are you?
Yes.
Well, I'm David. I'm just one of them. But
well, I just want you to know that I am from a big family.
Yes, ma'am.
My dad lived to be 105, and my mother was 98.
Wow.
And they taught us to love everybody.
Yes, ma'am.
I don't know anybody that I don't love. They opened we had a table longer than this table. It probably, I don't know, probably was a maid table, I don't know. We didn't have a lot of chairs and things. They had benches, you know.
Yes, ma'am.
And anybody that was hungry, you was welcome to come and sit down and have
a chance to
eat. And our parents taught us to love everybody. And so I guess it just blended in me to love everybody. I don't know anybody that
Right,
I
absolutely.
don't, you know.
Well, you keep on giving. You just keep on giving. And the world would be a better place if there were a few more people like Velma Bobo in it, I can promise you that. Thank you so much for visiting with us.
Thank you so much.
Velma Bobo at St. Michael's Place, and this lady is a treasure not only in Jackson County, but throughout the state of Arkansas and throughout mankind.
Live.
Welcome to Mark Martin Kia, south of everything, Batesville, Arkansas. Always a great pleasure to get to be with my good friend Jeff Salasco. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you, yeah. And it's nice early fall day.
Well, honestly, we just went through a period. You're watching this sometime during the month of September, but obviously everybody remembers the last week or so in August, and it was hot, hot, hot. But when we actually filmed, it was a pleasant day. It was at the end of August, and a chance of rain on that weekend, Labor Day weekend. But so it's kind of pleasant. It's fall time, even though it's still summer. It's coming.
We're ready.
Everybody's ready for fall.
We're ready.
Everybody's ready for fall, and it's just when you have those 100-degree days and you think, you know, when it's 98 to 100, you go, whoo, don't want to do anything. A lot of people aren't out shopping for cars. It's just kind of too hot. But at 92, 88, 72, 65, good car days when you get that temperature.
That's right.
Jeff, what's going on in the world of Kia automobiles? And,
woo, it's turning and moving.
It is that. You guys are turning some inventory. And not normally do we get on here and talk about price. And I want to mention something coming in before we get into price. People generally think price is the most important thing, or that's what they tell you.
It affects them the most.
It affects them the most, but when they get there, when you get to the place, then when you start talking about product knowledge, then value comes into play. And value really is something that we speak about here at Mark Martin Kia, the value of our products. Talk a little bit about our values.
We try to, you know, that's what everybody wants to know. How much is it going to cost me?
Absolutely.
Understand that. But yes, we do bring the value story to life because it is part of the deal.
Yes, it is.
Well, we've talked about this. Kia recommends you only change your oil every 7,500 miles because of the filter they use, which is not expensive. Our oil change is $28.95. That's pretty good. And we use a synthetic blend oil, but when you don't have to change your oil, we're not spending $30 every 6 months or every 5,000 miles. We got people that want to change it to 5,000 miles. If they do, that's fine. But you know, that saves you money over a period of time. When you have a 5-year, 60,000 mile bumper warranty with no deductible, that can save you money if something tears up, because these are machines, and you know, all machines tear up sometime.
Yes, they do.
And if you keep your car a long time, we've got a 10-year, 100,000 mile powertrain warranty with no deductible. You know, that could save you money later. We've got 5-year, 60,000 mile roadside assistance. I had a guy call me from over in Tennessee the other day, bought one of our cars. He went to get his car and it wouldn't start. And I said, have you jumped it? He said, tried to. He said, just won't go. I said, well, call the roadside assistance number. They'll come take care of you. This was a 2010 model car. He said, you know, I forgot all about that.
Absolutely, yeah, forgot.
I said, but they'll get you to the nearest Kia dealership for free, and they'll give you a car to drive while you're down. I think it turned out to be a starter.
Right.
Because I've talked to him since then. But, I mean, that's part of your overall ownership expense.
Yeah, that's value.
Yeah,
there's a lot of value in that.
Value, and you know, we talked fuel economy. This year, Kia was ranked number 3 for fuel economy. We beat all the domestic brands.
Right.
By about 4 to 5 miles per gallon.
Really?
Average fuel economy. But you know, the gas is going to be, I think, cheaper this weekend than it's been in years.
It's
around 320, yeah.
Amazing.
But still, at 4 or 5 more miles per gallon, you're saving money. You're saving money. You know,
which means value. Which is value.
When you get in a nice luxury car and get 38 miles to gallon, or you get an economy car and you're getting 39, 40, sometimes 42, depends on how people drive. Or SUVs get around 30 out on the road, for sure 28 in a V6. That's pretty good.
Yes, it is.
Because people come in here that have some trucks and trade every once in a while. The guy says, I was getting 16 miles a gallon. So you just increase your gas mileage by 20 miles per gallon. You know?
That's right.
Some people figure they're making their car payments off what they were paying for gas.
Absolutely right. No doubt about it.
Our other friend would say, 2 for the price of 1.
That's
really.
right. That's right.
But yeah, that's value. And then we go on about all the things that Kia puts on the car in the price. You know, every car we have has a USB drive. Now, some of our older people don't even know what USB is.
That's correct. Yeah, that's correct.
But you know, you can take their music and put on that. You can take books and put on that, and stick it in there, and it plays it for you.
Sure.
Of course, they've all got MP3 ports, and now we've moved into the technology where, with our Bluetooth, when we pair your phone up, if you've got a Pandora account or music in your phone, your car will play it for you automatically.
Right.
And that's why that on the Soul, Kia is starting to do away with CD players. They do not have a CD player in the Soul because
CDs are on the way out. I mean, they're on the way out, no doubt about it.
The demographics of the people buying that car are using their phones and streaming their music through Pandora.
Yes, sir.
They're not using a CD player.
Right.
And Kia said, you know, we're not going to go the expense of putting it in there because nobody's using it. Now, I did have a gentleman here this week that would take them to challenge on that. He just realized he didn't have a CD player. He said, we might have talked about that, but he said, I just realized it when I went to try to put it in somewhere and couldn't find the hole. But he had an iPhone, and we told him what he could do. And
absolutely.
Said, bring it down here. We'll load music for you because these radios do hold 250 songs. You can store them in your radio if you want to.
Is that right?
Kind of like a little computer instead of a radio.
The great thing about that technology and that value, the great thing about it is that if you just have a CD and you've got a CD and it's got 13 songs on it, you can put 13,000 on your phone. I mean,
exactly.
13,000 songs and have access to that.
That's right.
So I do. I think those players. I think CD players and CDs are there. I think they'll be extinct before too much longer.
Or if you're older and you like Perry Como or Bing Crosby, you can load that down on Pandora. You can have your grandkids put it on a zip drive for you and stick that in the USB port and listen to your favorite songs. They'll even store them in your radio for you if you want.
They will because
those kids know how to do it.
Absolutely,
in a heartbeat.
Absolutely,
yeah.
They do.
And we've talked about that. That's kind of funny, in advertising. Of course, you put up billboards and you're in papers and stuff. But when people look for where you're at, you know what they do? They pick their phone up and get their Google map out.
Sure.
Type in. Here's where they're at.
Absolutely. When you use a map anymore, it's not a fold out, get paper. You've got access to technology that you do. You just punch it in and there it is. And a map's, I remember traveling as a young man or as a kid or whatever, and you were going out of state. You had an Arkansas map. Boy, now we needed a
big atlas.
Atlas.
And a magnifying glass.
Absolutely, to see where you were going.
You missed the turn.
And anymore, you could just punch that into your computer and it tells you where to go.
Yes.
Your car tells you where to go.
These cars are. Some of the UVO systems, the cars that when you get UV services now, they have the Google Maps in them.
Right.
And your phone links to that. And you can hit the map button on your phone and know exactly where your car's sitting and know exactly where you're at. And the two of you can come together if you're lost.
Yeah, that's right.
But you can, for you parents, you can pull a map up and say, if my car leaves this grid area, it'll send you a text message on your phone.
For some reason it's gone.
Or a zip code area, or if it gets over a certain speed. And the new Navi in like the Souls, they've got the Pandora, the stock market. It's all right there in the nav screen. You're not even having to go through. Got Wi-Fi.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
It's technology's coming. But yet, now we've said all that, and we've talked about the safety systems that Kia uses on all their cars. These cars still aren't way up there in price. You know, if you compare all the things that's on any of these models and go put them up against somebody else's, we're normally less and sometimes thousands less. I'm going to 2015 sold.
Okay.
Now,
beautiful automobile.
Yeah, this one has UVO on it, fog lights, and we call it a base, but it's got power windows and power locks and keyless entry, cruise control, automatic transmission, and like I said, AM, FM, UVO, MP3,
right.
No CD player. Okay, we run these cars for the 15 models. We're running for $17,498.
That's unreal.
Now I've still got some 14s out there that are $16,998.
Right.
Okay.
That's less than $17,000 for a brand new automobile.
Yeah, tons of room. But now, okay, let's say you don't. Some people don't like the toaster, they call it.
Okay.
We hear that.
The toaster.
We've got the Forte sedan, and again, 2015 model. Power windows, power locks, AM, FM, CD, MP3, satellite, steering wheel controls, automatic transmission, $16,998. And that car's going to get 36 on the highway without, you know, if you're not a really good driver, you're going to get 36 miles a gallon. If you're a cautious driver,
right.
You might push 40.
Well, and you know, that is something, just to interject, about gas mileage on cars.
Mm-hmm.
Same car might get you that much
certainly
more than it gets me because
certainly.
Your driving habits may be different from mine.
Yeah.
So I've heard people, in being an old car guy, and I always talk about that, people say, well, you know, mine only gets, my truck gets 13 miles a gallon, you say it's going to get 16. Well, I've seen you drive your truck. I've seen how you boom that thing down the road, and then I see how you're in and out.
Uphill both ways.
Absolutely. I see you're not going to quite get as good as gas mileage as I might, but that's true, though.
I don't want to get in trouble with the fuel companies, but something that we're telling people, you got to watch the fuel you're putting in your car.
Okay.
All fuel's not created equal.
Right.
You need to watch at the pump. When you get out of your car and you're going to pump your gas, does their sticker say maximum 10% ethanol?
Okay.
Or minimum 10% ethanol?
Okay.
That ethanol affects the fuel economy on your car.
Absolutely it does.
If you can buy the regular unleaded non-ethanol fuel somewhere, you will increase your fuel economy 3 to 4 miles per gallon.
It is higher.
Just automatic.
I have done that.
Now, sometimes it's 10 cents a gallon more.
Right.
But for sure, what happened a couple years ago, the government released or softened the regulations on the additives that they wanted in the fuels.
Okay.
And some companies, and most of the major companies, you know, Exxon, Shell, ConocoPhillips, they're all still putting these additives in there.
Okay.
But some of your generic gas companies are not.
Okay.
And that's maybe why their fuel is cheaper. And cheaper, as we always know, isn't always better. It may be costing you more per mile because of, but watch on the pump and see, does it say maximum 10% ethanol or minimum 10%?
Does make a difference, doesn't it?
You get what you pay for sometimes.
Absolutely.
And
the more ethanol in there, the less gas mileage you're going to get, even though the price may be cheaper.
Certainly.
Yeah, no doubt about that. No doubt about it. Proven. That's a proven fact. But going back to price and some of the cars, it's amazing that we can sell new automobiles in a market. I mean, realistically, when you talk about new automobiles, they're $40, $50, $60, $80, and you know, $80,000 for new rides anymore.
Yeah. I've got the Souls in a manual transmission, and we sell lots of them. $14,990. And right now, if you go through Kia Finance, they're giving you $1,000. So $13,990 for a brand new Soul manual transmission, 14 model. The 15 is $15,290.
Wow.
But you still got brand new warranty.
Right.
Brand new car, low payment, brand new technologies.
Absolutely.
And
tremendous gas mileage.
Our slogan here is drive new for the price of used.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
It happens. I've got Rios out there, and Rio's a compact car, maybe even called subcompact. But if you're doing a lot of driving up down the highway, if you're commuting distance,
sure,
it's the way to go. I can get you in a new Rio for $14,500. And that car will get 40 miles per gallon on the highway. Some people get 43 and 44 miles per gallon. I got a couple people that are commuters, and that's what they drive. Some of them are on their second and third one. But still got all the technology, still got all the safety features, still have the warranty. And it's a good-looking car. Matter of fact, it just won another style award. It got the Red Dot Award.
I don't think you have a car on your lot that's not a good-looking, sleek, sharp, pretty, high-tech looking car. All the inventory that we have here is that way. Even the toasters, as you call them.
Yeah.
As somebody said called them.
Yeah.
Sleek, different, unique, stylish. I mean, the body lines are just beautiful. It's just, there's not a bad-looking vehicle that you guys have.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
we agree with
good.
you.
Absolutely.
We've got something we think for everybody, unless you need a truck.
Absolutely. Yeah.
SUVs, again, the Sportage. I can get you in a Sportage SUV, and of course, Sportage is only 5-passenger seating. Got a lot of cargo space. 21.3.
Yeah.
And that vehicle will get, between here and Jonesboro, I've driven them, I can get 34 to 36 miles per gallon in an SUV.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not a lot of companies can offer that.
No. And of course, we've got the Optima. Oh, everybody loves the Optima. You see a lot of them. Got a special. I got a special buy on LX Optimas, 15 models. And these have, again, power windows, power locks, keyless entry, aluminum wheels, fog lights, all the satellite, CD, MP3, Bluetooth, steering wheel controls, seat height adjuster, $20,995.
Wow. Wow.
Car will get 38 miles per gallon on the highway. It'll get about 26, 27 in town.
When you add the value of your product and the pricing of these vehicles, I don't know why anybody in the world wouldn't just come give you an opportunity to let you show us the car.
Yeah.
I mean, we would be silly not to drop by here. Before you buy one, folks, before you go buy a car, whatever you drive, come give us a chance and look at these things. I mean, my goodness gracious, saving thousands and thousands of dollars and thousands of dollars in value, it's incredible. It really is.
The Optima, we feel like going to be a big mover for us.
Right.
So I've got 32 on the ground.
Wow.
So we've got selection. I've got about every color, inside and outside combinations. We got 3 steps on an Optima this year. The way we've done our inventory. We got the LX for $20,995.
Right.
I've got an LX with a Poplar package on it that adds a power seat, the UVO with a backup camera.
Okay.
$21,995.
Okay.
And if you want leather, I can step you up into an EX with leather, power seat, automatic dual climate control, push button start for $22,995.
Wow, that's incredible. That is incredible. Leather interior.
And yeah, so you're talking $2,000, $40 a month.
Absolutely. Yeah. Not much. Not much to go first class.
Yeah.
Well, you're not going to get a bad one here. I mean, you're not.
We don't want you to.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to get a bad. And like you say, and we'll go back to the value of warranties and gas mileage and so on and so forth, and that's why we have an outstanding service department, just in case you ever need us.
That's right.
We're here if you need us.
We're here.
We're here. Great product, great value, and we certainly want people to give us a chance before they purchase their next automobile. To give us a chance.
Certainly. And we talked about everything else but Sorrento. No surprise that the new Sorrento is coming out in January, 2016 model, restyle, different look, going to be a bunch of new popular features on that vehicle.
Right.
So my Sorrento supply is low. We've probably got about 60 more days of production on the 15 model.
Okay.
On the 15 model.
15, yeah.
We have got a Sorrento LX we're running for $22,993. I've only got a couple of those left. We usually keep about 30 Sorrentos out here, and I'm down to probably 12.
Right.
Got some coming.
Still a pretty good selection.
But I guess I'm saying this to say, if you want a 15 Sorrento and want a good deal, don't delay long.
Now's the time.
It's getting difficult to replenish what I'm selling.
Sure. Well, we've got inventory. We're going to have inventory, and you guys have continued. We talk a lot here, again, about how well you guys have done, as y'all have by far exceeded the expectation that the Kia company, thought that y'all could do in Batesville, Arkansas, because you're selling them all around.
We want everybody to have a Kia.
Absolutely. We'll make you a deal. I can promise you that if you give us a chance.
That's right.
Jeff, it's always a pleasure to get to see you and talk about Kia automobiles, because there's no doubt they're second to none. And if you're shopping for a new automobile, give us a chance. Drop by. We're south of Batesville, Arkansas. You can't miss us. We got great inventory, great products, and we got good people. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you. Thank you.